Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition just dropped a couple of days ago on May 14th, 2025, and fans are pissed. Let's go ahead and unpack the situation. Typically, when a definitive version drops for a game not too long after its initial release, this is usually a sign of the game not doing well, despite Ed Boon's promise of long-term support. There's also no Kombat Pact number 3, and it feels like Mortal Kombat 11 definitely got more love. I remember getting super hyped when the launch trailer came out for Mortal Kombat 11. They actually used the original Mortal Kombat music from the movie. It was so incredible. I'm not a big fan of Kronika, but they also brought back a lot of really cool characters, even though they were unusable, such as Cyrax and Sector. Now let's talk about why this is actually really bad moving forward. Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition release sparks backlash, with disgruntled fans fearing the game is done less than 2 years after launch. Warner Brothers Games has announced and released Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition, which is described as the most extensive version of the gory fighting game. But for fans, the release of the Definitive Edition has sparked significant concern that NetherRealm has now moved on from the game and that it won't see any new DLC characters or significant content updates. Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition offers the main game package together with previously released downloadable content, including the Chaos Reign story expansion, Mortal Kombat Pact 1, and Mortal Kombat Pact number 2. Typically, NRS or NetherRealm Studios often juggle two different type of games at the same time, Mortal Kombat and the DC Injustice series. Now, we haven't seen an Injustice 3 since they moved on to Mortal Kombat 1 immediately, which I think is a huge misstep, is because this will give more time for NRS to work on Mortal Kombat 1 while at the same time having the launch of Injustice 3 already out, but they didn't do that this time around. I have no idea why they didn't do it, but the hype for Mortal Kombat 1 was actually relatively lackluster during launch, and still, even now, there's not a lot of people who are actually playing the game. Let's continue. The Definitive Edition also adds new character skins for Johnny Cage, Kitana, Scorpion, and Shao Kahn, inspired by the upcoming MK2 film, the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie character skin for Sub-Zero, and tournament-themed character skin outfit for Liu Kang. For fans, Definitive Edition feels like a line has been drawn under Mortal Kombat 1, while Warner Brothers is known for its Definitive and Ultimate Editions, and indeed NetherRealm games tend to get them. This time, there is a sense of finality to the release, and with no announcement of forthcoming about a Kombat Pact 3 or any else meaningful for Mortal Kombat 1, fans believe that March 2025's release of the T-1000 guest character will go down as the game's final content drop. If true, it's a big disappointment for hardcore MK1 fans who have hoped for significantly longer term support for the game. Indeed, many are now pointing to a September 2024 tweet from NetherRealm development chief Ed Boon, who at the time moved to reassure the fans already concerned that the studio had moved on to its next game by saying NetherRealm is still fully committed to supporting Mortal Kombat 1 for a long time to come, which this definitive version doesn't really bode well for NRS or for Warner Brothers for that matter, because their games division has been tanking ever since the announcement that they're not going to have or include any DLCs or expansions for Hogwarts Legacy. The game is done. It's their way of saying goodbye. Come back next year or two for another overly priced game bloated with guest characters, said a clearly disgruntled Redditor. MK1 officially has a shorter content lifespan than the fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Oh my god, here's the thing. NRS's bread and butter is Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat 11 was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I played the crap out of it. But for Mortal Kombat 1, there has already been a lot of, I guess you would say, ugly characters like Tanya, making some of the characters more, I guess you would say, unattractive. I'm not sure what it is, but ever since the original drop of the MK1 trailer, a lot of people haven't really been enjoying how the game looked, and overall, the story hasn't really been that great. Since at the end of MK11, Raiden actually gives his power to Liu Kang and he becomes the new Elder God and sort of resets the timeline after defeating Kronika. They actually travel back in time all the way to the first Mortal Kombat with the great Kung Lao. I already had my doubts with it, especially with time travel, but changing the characters, making some of the characters more unattractive, and always relying on guest characters sort of made the game dull. More importantly, I heard that they actually did not incorporate stage fatalities, which is absolutely crazy. That's crazy not to include stage fatals in Mortal Kombat, given the fact that it was in the original Mortal Kombat game for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. All right, let's continue. For context, in July 2021, NetherRealm announced it had started work on its next project, Mortal Kombat 1. As a result, there would be no further DLC for Mortal Kombat 11. That announcement came 2 years and 3 months after the release of the game. NetherRealm is yet to make a similar announcement for Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 enjoyed something of a resurgence in January with a secret fight with Floyd. The Pink Ninja developer Ed Boon has been teasing for years. If you guys don't know what this is, typically in the earlier Mortal Kombats, if you did like a secret combination or fighting specific characters or not getting hit or getting flawless victories, you can actually get a chance to fight some of the secret characters like Smoke for Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. That sparked a fun community-wide effort that breathed new life into the game. But there was a rare bright spot for what has overall been a disappointing release for many core Mortal Kombat fans. T-1000 Terminator was the final DLC character added to MK1 as part of the Chaos Reigns expansion and follows playable fighters Cyrax, Sector, Noob Saibot, Ghostface, and Conan the Barbarian. Fans have wondered for some time now whether developer NetherRealm plans a third set of DLC characters or a Kombat Pack 3 amid questions about Mortal Kombat 1's sales success. Parent company Warner Bros. Discovery has indicated, however, that it still believes in the Mortal Kombat franchise. In November, CEO David Zaslav said that on the game side of things, the company plans to double down on just 4 titles, on one of which is Mortal Kombat. Let's go ahead and check out another article. Comes to us from Insider Gaming. Warner Brothers Games revenue fell 48% in Q1 because they have no games. Now, this is on top of not including any DLC or expansions for Hogwarts Legacy, which is absolutely insane because that was one of the reasons why they made so much money a couple years ago, because of the success of Hogwarts Legacy. Not including any DLC or expansions to that game is absolutely insane. I'm not sure if this is the right step for Warner Bros. Discovery, not including a major DLC or expansion for one of their most successful games of all time. Now, this is on top of everything we've been discussing for Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition. I'm mad. I love Mortal Kombat. Well, I haven't played Mortal Kombat in such a long time. I skipped a lot of them, but the core Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, I love those. Those were my favorite games to play for the Super Nintendo. And now seeing it like this, seeing the fact that this game sort of became a game all about guest characters, sort of goes to show that NRS is sort of running out of ideas. In my opinion, they should just focus on Injustice 3 moving forward and not release a Mortal Kombat game back to back. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Am I being too critical on Mortal Kombat 1 and NetherRealm Studios? Do you think that this game is actually good? Are you actually playing the game? Sound off in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe to this channel, and we will see you guys next time.